Hey, what is up, you guys? We are back with a brand new Beyblade X unboxing, and not just any unboxing. Today we are checking out the legendary Lightning L-Drago. L-Drago. Man, these bays are legendary. If anyone talks about Beyblade, one of the first bays and the most well-known bay in the entire franchise, from Plastic Gen, the Metal Fight, to Burst, and even X, the L-Drago bay is by far the most popular bay ever made by Takara Tomy. Through the Over X project by Takara Tomy, where they are starting to bring back some of the most iconic bays from previous generations and adapting them into the Beyblade X system, they have finally brought back the legendary Lightning L-Drago bay. Currently, through the Over X project, they have brought us two iconic bays from the Plastic generation, Dronzer Spiral and Drigger Slash. But more than that, starting in April of 2025 through the Over X project, Takara Tomy is bringing us even more legendary Beyblades such as Victory Valkyrie, Dragoon Storm, and even Storm Pegasus. Of the L-Drago bays, Lightning L-Drago is probably my favorite bay. Even though Medial L-Drago is probably the most popular bay of the L-Drago family, to me, Lightning L-Drago just holds a special place in my heart. I just absolutely love Lightning L-Drago, and now having it available in the Beyblade X system, this just blows my mind, and I am just absolutely excited about this. Now, the Over X project has been taking a lot of heat from fans from around the world with the remakes that they've had with Dronzer Spiral and Drigger Slash, with the bays being exceptionally light and fairly useless when it comes to any type of competitive play. However, that is for good reason. There will be a video released soon talking about the Over X project bays and why they technically just suck in general. However, things might change a little bit with this L-Drago release. Just looking at the box and the packaging of the L-Drago, it does just bring back the memories of the Metal Fight generation and how they packaged their bays. The only issue and the only complaint I do have with this L-Drago release so far is Takara Tomy did miss out on a great opportunity to bring us a new left launcher, either a string launcher or a winder launcher. The L-Drago set right here does not include a launcher, so the only way you're going to be able to launch it is if you have a Cobalt Dragoon with a left string launcher. Staying true to the Lightning L-Drago aesthetics from the Metal Fight generation, Takara Tomy with this Over X release for Lightning L-Drago did offer us both modes that is seen in the Metal Fight era. However, rather than releasing it in a single release with the capability of switching from an upper to a continuous attack mode, they offered us two separate bays, one featuring the upper attack mode and one featuring the continuous or the barrage attack mode. Now, this goes to show that Takara Tomy does actually care about the fan base for the Metal Fight generation. The Metal Fight generation does have the most loyal fans in all of Beyblade, and that is a fact. So flipping it over and checking out the back of the box, we can see both of the releases, two separate bays in this mini random select set. You have the continuous mode or the barrage attack mode, and then you have the upper attack mode. Now, the combo comes with the 160 Ratchet as well as the flat bit. Now, the 160 Ratchet might be what nerfs this bay completely. We are going to have to test out some other combos. Personally, for me, I don't think this 160 is going to do well when it comes to this Lightning L-Drago bay. But once we unbox this badass right here, we'll definitely have to throw it in the stadium, test it out against some of the other bays to kind of see how the Lightning L-Drago remake holds up in the current Beyblade X system. And so with that, let's just unbox this guy right here and let's look at both the continuous or the barrage attack mode, and let's check out the upper attack mode Lightning L-Drago Over X project release. And there we go, the contents within. Man, oh man, goosebumps. The moment I pulled Lightning L-Drago out of this box, just goosebumps everywhere. Now, one of the first things you'll notice with the Over X project bays, keeping true to the previous generations from which they are remade from, they do have stickers. So we do have the Lightning L-Drago sticker set for this Beyblade X over X project release. But just looking at this bay, it just looks absolutely amazing. It looks 100% identical to the Lightning L-Drago from the Metal Fight release, granted with a couple small changes. However, some of these small changes and these small details they added into this bay shows us the great attention to detail Takara Tomy had when they made this bay. Now, the biggest thing that I can see right away that fans are going to love is the face bolt. They kept the hexagonal face bolt aesthetic to this Beyblade X bay. Granted, it is not a bolt or anything like that, you can't take it off, but just the fact that they made it look like it, they gave it the complete feel of it, it's just absolutely amazing. But here we have our continuous mode and our upper mode. But here is your continuous or your barrage attack mode. Now, the way you can tell the difference is right here on these three little blades right here. It has more of a jagged edge and the base seems to be a little bit more circular. And over here we have our upper mode. Now, the upper mode, those same three blades that are on the continuous mode, these blades are more slanted, more tilted at an angle and a slope to allow for L-Drago to get under your opponent's bay to kind of slide it up, throw it off balance and destabilize it with a sick upper attack. But one thing right away that I am going to bring up is the weight of these bays. So these layers actually do not weigh as light as I originally had expected it to be, being as an over X project remake. These blades are actually fairly decently weighed. So to me, that is actually very exciting because it does mean I could put them up against some of the other Beyblade X bays in the Beyblade X system and kind of have actually a decent and a fair fight with L-Drago. Now, both of these bays are equipped with the same combo. So we have the 160 Ratchet. Now, like I said earlier, I don't think the 160 Ratchet is going to do this combo in this bay any justice. I think it will nerf it quite a bit. Even though the layer and the blade is a bit heavier than the other over X project bays and a little more useful when it comes to the Beyblade X system, I think this 160 Ratchet is going to cause it to kind of jump around and skip around and completely nerf the abilities of the bay. The 160 Ratchet is a very popular Ratchet to use in competitive play in general. It is a very solid Ratchet. It does help maximize some of the attack potentials of a lot of the attack type bays in the Beyblade X system. However, I am still actually very curious to see how this Lightning L-Drago bay performs with the 160 Ratchet. Now, the bit that it comes with is the flat bit. Now, I actually think it's great that they chose the flat bit. The flat bit does look a lot like the original spin track from the Metal Fight bay of Lightning L-Drago, so keeping the aesthetics to it. Not only that, but they kept the same color scheme and the same color of the plastic used in the spin track for the Lightning L-Drago release in the Metal Fight bay. So keeping true to the true aesthetics of Lightning L-Drago, this is amazing, and I actually really do like that. The flat bit was the very first bit ever released for Beyblade X and for the attack types in Beyblade X. It is a very, very solid attack type bit. It does have decent stamina and decent defensive capabilities with some great attack potential. So it's good that they put this on the Lightning L-Drago release. So I don't know about you, but I am just too excited to wait any longer. Let's piece together this amazing and legendary bay, get the stickers on, and let's check out Lightning L-Drago over X Project Remake fully assembled. And there we go, Lightning L-Drago, the Beyblade X remake. Chills just right down my spine right now. This is absolutely amazing. I love it, absolutely love it. Now, these remakes, the Lightning L-Drago right here, it does look just exactly like the L-Drago from the Metal Fight era with the stickers on and everything. It looks just absolutely amazing. Let's just compare it real quick to the original Lightning L-Drago from the Metal Fight era. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same size as it. Granted, the Metal Fight is just short. It's very short in comparison, but they got the color scheme of the track and the ratchet and the bit correct, and it just looks aesthetically identical to the Metal Fight. So that right there is just absolutely amazing right away. The attention to detail put on this Over X project release for Lightning L-Drago is just astounding. But in comparison to Dron's or Spiral and Drigger Slash, the Lightning L-Drago remake does actually weigh a good decent amount. It is a bit heavier than the previous OverX project releases, so I think that is going to be great. So now we're able to kind of put it up against some of the other Beyblade X bays and actually have a decent and a good fight. But I say let's get that stadium out now. Let's throw Lightning L-Drago in there, put it up against some of the other Beyblade X bays, and let's see if the Dragon Emperor truly has returned to Beyblade X. Now today we'll be using the Takara Tomy Extreme Stadium once more. This is by far the best stadium to use when comparing and testing out brand new bays. Alright, so first we're going to just test spin Lightning L-Drago. We're going to see how that 160 Ratchet actually affects the bay and the performance of the bay. It's just amazing to see Lightning L-Drago return. The Dragon Emperor is back. Now you can see a little bit of a jump that I was kind of feared a little bit at the start when I was unboxing this, that the 160 is going to cause it. Well, let's throw it into some test battles now. Let's just see how Lightning L-Drago actually performs. Okay, we got Night Shield out. Night Shield. There we go. Lightning L-Drago. This is the upper mode for Lightning L-Drago. That was this very sick upper attack on Night Shield. Night Shield is one of the better defensive type bays in Beyblade X. So how quickly Lightning L-Drago was able to ring it out, that was actually very impressive. There we go. Dragon Emperor there. Dragon Emperor has returned, my dudes. That was another sick upper attack. I do like this upper mode for Lightning L-Drago. It was a mode I used most with the original Metal Fight Bay, but that was a very sick move right there. Okay, we got the Barrage Mode out now. Barrage Mode is never going to hit as hard as an upper mode, so we're going to put it up against Leon Crest. He still hits very hard. I'm actually really liking Lightning L-Drago. It's actually performing very well. But Leon Crest does take out the Barrage Mode. I'm very impressed on how hard Lightning L-Drago... Lightning L-Drago is hitting hard even for a Barrage Mode. Is he going to take out? He might take it out. No, by a thread, just barely. Leon Crest still takes that one. Alright, let's put L-Drago up against one of the best Beyblade X bays. Oh, that was close. This is the upper mode again. Upper mode is my favorite mode. Let's see if it's strong enough to take out Phoenix Wing. Almost wrung him out though. That was intense. Does come to a draw though. Ooh! L-Drago just barely got out of the way of that extreme dash from Phoenix. That was intense. Let's the upper once more. See if the upper can take him out. Let's go. Phoenix Wing does take that, but he's going toe to toe with Phoenix Wing. This just shows the true power of the Dragon Emperor. Alright, but there you guys go. Lightning L-Drago, the OverX project, Beyblade X remake. Now, first impressions of Lightning L-Drago, this bay is amazing. They did such a good job on bringing the L-Drago, the Lightning L-Drago, into the Beyblade X system. This bay actually performs very well, even with the 160 and a flat bit in the combination of Lightning L-Drago. This bay actually performed very well. I was actually very surprised by the performance of Lightning L-Drago. However, of the two different modes for Lightning L-Drago, for me personally, I am still very biased when it comes to the upper mode. The upper mode to me seems to perform a little bit better. That might just be my biased opinion right there. However, the Barrage Mode actually surprised me very well with how well it performed as well. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of Lightning L-Drago. Did they do justice to the legendary Metal Fight Bay Lightning L-Drago, or was this bay a bit of a disappointment? And let me know down below what your favorite mode is. Is it the upper mode or the continuous attack mode? Now that is everything for this video. I do appreciate you guys jumping in and watching. Stay tuned, we got more Beyblade X content coming out soon. Now in the meantime, have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.